YouTube one is up. Let's make sure. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. It's actually working on YouTube. Okay, cool. So it's up on YouTube fine. I know it's running on Twitch fine for sure. I just gotta send out the notifications to some people who don't like probably ain't subscribed or anything. Well, or follow me. Let me see. Let's see. People who want possibly hop in, maybe not. I don't know. Probably hop in. Let's see. Might hop on. Let's see. They might hop in. Okay, that should be good enough. Should be good enough right there. Let me copy the link. Manually send it to some people. Let's see, send that one. That's my buddy. Trying to get some heads up in here who actually chat and stuff. Alright. Hey, let me send it to him too. Shit. Actually, I send it to him on here. Let me make sure. No, I did not send him one too, because he might hop in and chat with boys. Alright. Well, send out a whole bunch of notifications. Let's see if anyone hop in, chat with your boy. So let's get it on and cracking.
It's week 10 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Pats and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we hit week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one, they know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Jimmy, stop him, brother.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
I don't see OC on this. I don't know if he's getting on something. Seems Levi there. I think he's from the best in the world.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Trucks over him. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here's another carry for Harris, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Up in here chatting with you.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They hand this off to Harris. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing Jones. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
That's like the toughest thing, like, because I'm close to, like, being affiliated on Twitch. I might miss that.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Yeah, fuck that one.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Being affiliated, guys. The only thing I gotta get done is I gotta have
Mayfield now.
I gotta have like 5 people.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
That helps, and then I have to average like 3 people, like 20.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
28 times I have to average 3 people.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Patriots take over. Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
I'm trying to think who I'll be sending like invites to out that way.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
I sent actually you sent G, Dante, and Jesse. Funny enough, I sent them all one. I sent G one, I sent Jesse one, I sent Daunt one. Daunt, I think he pops in every once in a while. He don't ever say nothing. I remember he messaged me before about like me streaming the.
Now Jones.
I just be like, hey.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Yeah. On Stacy, coverage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Pretty sure it would just pull up like a keypad or something on the thing.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Some news on Destiny. I think Mikey's on
NBA. 2nd down, this is Harris. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Randy, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. That's good. He caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry with career touchdown number 70. And the Patriots will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Pats, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10.
He's not my #1 guy at all.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On the give, this is Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Miami set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They go play action. Mayfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now the try here for the extra point.
All we got to do is drive for the game.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Early.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Allen Lazard halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
chat. I don't know if anyone was in there actually talking or trying to. Popping up
they turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That pass complete to Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says when we're walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it to just a yard.
And incomplete.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Mayfield to throw it. Caught here by Conley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. First and 10, it's Pierce. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Like old man picks where boys jump up high as hell.
Mayfield's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
What part where they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they...
After review of the play, ruling on the field is
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
I don't know why my name wants to do any type of shit there.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Gay's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
New England's offense set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive. And the way they avoid the turnover, the play different than this one.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Oh, you're on now. Oh, okay.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Sick, yeah. Got me mad as hell for real. He was clearly beat by how many people.
Operating from the gun, Jones. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
19 seconds and 2 timeouts, boy. Do I make it happen? Do I make it happen?
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Back to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
There we are. You best believe, boy. QB sneak, man. Who's tougher? We can get this. We can get this. I don't know. We might be. Y'all think I can get this, man? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat y'all think I can get this, man.
Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Mac Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Pats will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
We're going to keep this thing, and we're going to key on there. Pass.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jawan Bentley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity. opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Okay, I can get my rookie on this little drag.
Jones now throwing to start the drive.
There you go.
It's Klein, and they're going to get this up to midfield. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Crazy, they got the X Factor on Rondell Moore. Like, he's been on all game. That's the funniest thing. That's probably his main coverage, but you know what that safety do though.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
There you go. Andre Hopkins.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys. And that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And of course, you got Rex Raptor activated. Of course you would. Odd best option. Really need my line to hold up. My line can hold
now
up.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run again with Harris. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
Yeah, I swear the fake
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's see.
On the ground, it's Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 2nd and 9, Jones. He finds his man complete. It's Klein. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL at picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Especially if you man
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
I call the same play, yep. Yes, I do.
Looking to throw. Jones. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Let's get this one here.
A give to Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. New England on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is third and goal.
I feel about flying down in the shot. I feel like the point's going to go back like this.
Back to throw. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. They'll run with Harris.
Get out his way,
and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
It seems like Harris don't be out here freaking laying boys out.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He'll get this to Lazard. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Mayfield. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Put some other heads in there, too.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Powers through him. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Let me go and throw my my rookie in there and stuff, man. Might as well not risk Mac Jones getting hurt. Take D-Hop out, too. Yeah, might as well be these boys in there. Hey, you're injured, so it is what it is.
The idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game, that means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Yes, are y'all boys on FIFA right now?
Off play action. Jenkins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
On the last 5 minutes of this game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They'll run again with Harris. He'll take it inside the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Jenkins,
right now,
touchdown.
they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
I might lose my James after the season.
To throw on second down. Jenkins.
Oh, wow.
And he rifles one incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
I might go get Thornton.
Off the play fake. Jenkins. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And again, it's Mayfield. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Mayfield down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Lazard. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Gay is on for the point after.
Oh, wow.
And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Make sure I'm about to run this ball real quick. For sure, bro, for sure.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Patriots, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7.
Hey, Levi, just give me a moment, brother. I'll be on FIFA in a sec. Yeah, make sure I got ready up and everything on this. Dietrich Wise, low, cool. I'd much rather you have better power rush than non-stop. Okay. So let me go ready up. Oh, I got a bye next week, dope. Alright, cool. Let me end this stream on YouTube and Twitch, and I'm hopping on FIFA and set it up there.